Hey guys, MotorCarNut here, and today we're going to be upgrading the stereo speakers in a sound bar on a 2007 to 2011, and actually from 2011 all the way up to 2018. That'll apply to these speakers. These are going to go in the sound bar that's overhead. I'm going to show you in a minute. This is an aftermarket one compared to the original stock one. You can see there's a pretty big difference with the magnet and the voice coil. Everything is just so much better. All right. Now, they have regular ones. If you notice this, usually speakers, they mount 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Not this 3 area like this. But these are custom made for the Jeep. Now, I like Alpine. You can get whatever you want. These are kind of expensive, but I believe they're worth it. They last for a long time. And they're made for the Jeep. All right? They're made for the Jeep. And if you're interested in these, I'll give you the model number. Right here. That's the model number. All right? And these are designed for the JK Wrangler. They go right in. They're waterproof. You know, you have the top open. It's misting outside or whatever. The speakers are waterproof. That's important too. Okay? And you can, like I said, you can just see the difference in quality. All right? Let's go to the truck. Now, I installed one. Here's the speaker. I installed it. I did not put the cover back on. I like it like this. More clarity. I just like the look of that. But you could put the speaker cover right there and screw it back on all in one shot the way you took it off. It all fits factory, like I said, those particular speakers. If you're going to get different speakers, you're going to have different brackets, and, you know, this is just to replace on this overhead unit right there. And the good thing about these speakers is that you can put them in the dash, too. They can go in the dash right here, and over here on these little tombstones, the tweeter, all right? It has all different configurations for the Jeep. So you buy 2 sets of those speakers. On the Alpine, you can use them for the front and in the back like this. You see how this one is mounted on the tweeter support grill, they call it. All right. And over here, you don't put that support. You just put the speaker itself, and then you put the tweeter up here. So like I said, there's a lot of configurations, and unless you want to do it with different speakers, that's up to you. But this video is about replacing these. Now, you're going to need a Torx 15 like this. All right, very thin. It's going to have 3 screws like this. All right. It's going to be up there like this. You take the 3 screws out. You take this down. The speaker's going to be here. And there's a little plug right here. See this little plug? You just push down on this part. And you just pull it right out. And we're at where we are right now. And when you install it, see the factory one? It goes right on here like this. The same thing with this. This is called a tweeter support, but I like the way it looks. But if you want to keep it more stock, this goes right on it like this. All right, and you put the screws in here. You mount it right up. 3 screws and it's done. It's very easy to do that sound bar. The dash is a little bit trickier. It's not hard. It's just a little more things you have to remove. But we'll get to that video when I buy the ones for the front. All right. So now, when you get the speakers, whatever speakers you're going to put, it's always good to put some polyfill in here like this. This is like an insulation dampener. You just put this in there, and what it does, it makes the bass sound better, deeper, less vibration, just fuller than instead of like a tinny sound. Back in the day, I used to install stereos in cars. Some of these stereos were like $20,000, $30,000 back in the 80s and 90s, so you can imagine how they must have sounded. So high-end units, Alpine F1 status, Nakamichi, Macintosh amps, you name it. That's what I had too. But the ears, you know, after a while. So anyway, you put this like this, all right? And now we're just going to put the speaker, and I'm not using the grill, but you put the speaker with the grill if you want the grill on there, and we just tighten down the 3 bolts. It's really that simple. You just plug it back in, and let me show you what it looks like. All right, it plugs in there, and you see this is like a little crossover. When you put it in, it's going to lay in here. So what I did is I put it like a little more cushioning here so you don't hear it rattling. All right, I put a little more cushion over there. So we're just going to push it up, and I'm going to screw it down. And there it is. All right, again, if you don't like the way that looks, you could put the grill on. Everything will go right together with this model that I showed you. And you got to be careful when you're screwing in the screws not to slip and go into the woofer. You can damage and rip it. All right, so you just want to like hold your hand here while you're screwing it nice and tight all the way around, those 3 screws, and you're done. All right, and there we go. Easy peasy. All right, guys, so stay tuned. I'm going to be doing the front soon, and I'll show you how to do those, where you got to take these off, and the tweeters over here, and install them, and it sounds great. All right, guys, MotorCarNut, please subscribe, hit the like button. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions, try to help everybody out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.